Welcome. Yes, we're here. I'm Mary Lou Oleski, the Howard Gilman 44 Executive Director of the Hopkins Center for the Arts. And every year, the HOP team and I get to bring to you the most joyful celebration of the year. So welcome to the 64th Annual Arts Awards at Dartmouth. We are all part of a legacy that actually began in 1962 at the original opening of the Hopkins Center. And it's so exciting to know that this has gone on every year, including the years when we were in COVID. Today we celebrate all students who are engaged in the arts on campus, whether they're majors, minors, they're exploring their passion, or just happen to work in an arts job. This celebration is for everyone. It's for all of you. And all of the support that's in your life that has gotten you to this place. Your parents, the staff, the faculty, everyone assembled that has taken you on this journey. Our ceremony recognizes outstanding achievement and is an opportunity for faculty and staff and community to just say thank you. This is a vibrant artistic community, and your talents and creativity make it that way. Arts awards and grants support specific projects as well as recognize outstanding achievement today. So we're actually presenting 49 awards to students this year who've worked across disciplines and across departments, across programs. Funding for these awards come from generations of parents, donors, and alumni especially, who are committed to centering the arts in students' lives, whether that's for professional or personal growth. We thank them for their ongoing support and legacy, and you're going to get to meet a couple of them along the way today. Immediately following the reception, following the ceremony, there is a reception, and the reception will start in top of the hop and then come to the Roth Forum, where we'll have dessert, and you'll have an opportunity to look in the Jaffe Freedy Gallery at the senior show that's there. So we're about to kick off. And with that, I'd like to welcome Barbara Will, Vice Provost for Academic and International Affairs, to say a few words on behalf of the Provost's Office and the college. Welcome, Barbara.
Hi, everyone. Good afternoon, and congratulations to all of you, especially our student artists, performers, musicians, dancers, and filmmakers, as well as all the friends and family who are here today to celebrate our students. It gives me great pleasure to recognize your achievement on behalf of Dartmouth and to share in your sense of accomplishment this year. I know from experience that it takes an equal measure of hard work and talent to be a student in the arts, and you have demonstrated both. As someone who spent much of my youth devoted to the serious study of the violin, I know well the hours spent in dingy practice rooms, along with a few glorious moments on stage when that effort got to be shared with others. I know that producing a work of artistic excellence, such as you have, can be filled with moments of frustration, of feeling at your limits, but can and usually is absorbing and all-consuming. And I know that even with achievement, even with these awards and accolades, the work of creating something out of your own imagination and talents is never really done. The ancient Greeks have a word for this process, arete, virtue, strength, bravery, excellence, and the full realization of one's potential. Arete is the state of being a complete and fully developed person, and it is achieved through hard work and commitment. Arete is also an ongoing process, one that courses through each stage of your life as you take on new creative projects and strive to bring them to fruition. And finally, the term has many meanings, arete is a sense of ongoing accomplishment, of inner pride and confidence that fosters a virtuous lifelong commitment to self, family, and community. Today, we celebrate you for showing arete in the works you have created this year and for showing us how important the creative process is to your education. As you bask in this moment of recognition, also think forward to where you want to go next, what your next project or undertaking will be, and how you can continue to share your artistic gifts with your family and your community. Think about how you can continue to live your life as a creative person, continue to explore the deepest and highest limits of your imagination, and continue to make place for the arts in your life. We are immensely proud of all of you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Barbara. That was really beautiful. And now it's my honor to introduce our keynote speaker to you. Nona Hendryx is a vocalist, songwriter, Afrofuturist rock star who's had a profound impact on music with her unique sound and unending curiosity. Her career began as a founding member of the acclaimed female rock group, La Belle, achieving fame with the #1 worldwide hit, Lady Marmalade. Since then, she's forged a successful solo career marked by top 10 hits and collaborations with some of rock and roll's most notable innovators. Her work extends beyond music to education, to activism, advocating for social justice and women's rights, and promoting STEM education for young women of color. A pioneer in merging art with technology, Nona leads in the realm of Afrofuturism. Throughout this year, she has worked on campus with students as our Roth visiting scholar, with faculty in the Dream Studio, digital arts and sonic practice communities to fine-tune motion capture techniques and to further develop her virtual reality world, the Nonaverse. This weekend, as the beginning of her capstone to her Roth residency, you are invited to enter into the Nonaverse, an immersive mixed reality world where you can meet Cyborical, Nona's spellbinding digital twin, who will bring her music and your own songs to life. And I have to say, we sampled a little bit of it today, and you will all want to be a part of this experience this weekend. On June 30th, fresh from performing at Lincoln Center, Nona is back on campus performing Nightbirds, the music of La Belle, a tribute to the music and legacy of the band. And at the end of July, as part of our annual New York Theater Workshop collaboration with the Department of Theater, Nona returns with a work in progress, Nightbirds, the story of La Belle, a musical with Pulitzer Prize winner Lynn Nottage. So we have so much to look forward to this summer, thanks to you, Nona, and we are grateful for you taking us on your incredible creative journey this year. Please welcome Nona Hendryx.
Hello. Thank you, Mary Lou. I wanted to, as Mary Lou was sharing about who I am, what I do, and what I am doing, I try to remember and think about those who are also creating with me. And that is so important for me because I've led such a collaborative life from the very beginning. And it's still very much a part of how I do, how I make, and specifically because music is a collaborative art. I don't know whether it's possible to be a musician or an artist who creates music without collaborating with others. So I wanted to say that from the beginning, and I found that to be very true in my time here. I've collaborated with people, and it's been very sort of easy, sort of like, you know, just, I don't know, the rain falling. And I'm really grateful for that kind of experience. The other thing I wanted to say is that I might be, I'm not sure as I look out, maybe one of the oldest people in the room. And my path here has been very winding and also very informative about the world. I've learned so much by doing as opposed to doing what you have done, which I think is amazing, and congratulations to all of those who are receiving awards today. But you have spent the time here developing your craft, developing yourself, developing your personality. And I spent my time in the School of Hard Knocks. That's where I learned, and working with others. And fortunately for me, coming from Trenton, New Jersey, I'm a Jersey girl, and growing up at a time when what was considered the music industry, or wanting to have a career in the arts or music or popular music, was not popular. It did not become popular until the Beatles. Then everybody wanted their child to be in show business because of what they could do and the notoriety that came with it. So I, by chance, actually stand in front of you. I was not seeking to be an artist, not seeking to be a musician, not seeking to do many of the things that I've accomplished in my time. I was actually seeking to be an educator. I somehow have come around to do that. Obviously, it was there. It was in the stars. It was my fate. But I took a very sort of winding road to get to the point. And by chance, one of the other people who was a part of the group, we had 3 incarnations: the Bluebells, Patti LaBelle and the Bluebells, and then LaBelle. Sarah Dash heard me singing in the youth choir at my church, this only Sunday that I sang lead, and her church was visiting, and she asked me afterwards whether I wanted to join a local group. And I said yes, and I've said yes to a lot of things in life, and I'm grateful that I did. And that's one that I did. I said yes, and within 6 months of saying yes, many of you are too young to have heard of Dick Clark, but there I see a few people who might have heard of Dick Clark. Hands raised. Which was like, what would that be? The YouTube of yesteryear. And we were suddenly on the YouTube of today. And my life changed within 6 months of being in high school to traveling on the road with very famous people like James Brown, I don't know, the Monkees, different people, and then, so my life became an education on the road about people and places and what music, the power of music, and how specifically young people were seeking this new sort of world of music and this convergence of music and having more access. And this is, like a few years, maybe 2 years, 3 years pre-Beatles. And I mentioned the Beatles because they actually changed. They were part of that change when young people, post-war, actually had money and could actually buy things like music and go to movies and enjoy things with the money that they had from their parents, of course. And so it's really, at that time, I did not know that this world was changing as it was, and that this whole youth explosion was going to just go around the world. And that's what happened. And we happened to be invited to open for the Rolling Stones' first tour of America. And that also was a huge change. I mean, talk about screaming girls. Oh my God. They were screaming so loud, they never heard us introduced. And pretty much they screamed. They were taking them out in ambulances, and the Stones weren't even in the venue. That's the response that was happening of, this music explosion. So I was a part of that. Did not know at the time I was a part of it because it was just what was happening. It was just what we were doing. And touring, creating music, making records. And then there was also the part of it where we went through a transformation from that era. Things began to change in the 70s after Flower Power and a lot of the things that were coming in from the West Coast in San Francisco. And that brought in a whole new, another generation of artists like Pink Floyd and Led Zeppelin and my cousin Jimmy and other artists who were exploring more sort of psychedelic, but also political, social statements. Curtis Mayfield, the Staple Singers, that whole sort of summer of '69, when people were much more involved with what was happening politically in the world and socially in the world, and their music was evolving to represent that and talk about it and engage with people about it. That was a shift, and we went from wearing lovely gowns, bouffants, lots of sort of very nice young lady clothing. And then, you had these people who were being very early rock, post-Elvis, post-Frank Sinatra. And luckily, we were able to make that shift in the early 70s. And that's when we found this other voice that we had, that we didn't know we had. And with that, this is the winding path that I and Patti LaBelle and Sarah Dash were being led down. We were four. Cindy Birdsong was a part of the group. Cindy left to join the Supremes when Florence Ballard died, so we became three. And usually when that happens, people don't go forward. That happened, and it galvanized us together as three. And we became, with the influence and help and time spent in London, in Carnaby Street, Kings Road, the whole sort of 60s, late 60s, early 70s in London, hanging out a lot in a lot of clubs, I must say. But also discovering this other music, this other energy that was coming in from India, the influences of rhythms and instruments that we in the West had not been exposed to. And a lot of the artists, a lot of the music artists are really important in making that happen. So that for me became a curious moment about songwriting and developing as a songwriter. And that's why I also am standing here today, is that the art of writing became my passion, and it still is today. And it's really why I still do what I'm working in VR, AR, using any of the new technologies that I've used over the last 40, 45 years. It's because I use it as a tool to create music, to express myself, to engage, to communicate with others through music. That period, and you have to keep me on time. Yes, okay, great. Yes? 2 more minutes? Okay. I'll speed forward. So that part of it, which is, as I said, the thing that keeps me involved today, and the curiosity of what I can do with music and where it can take me and the people I can engage with through it, really came to fruition by that time spent in London and working with people like The Who and Kit Lambert and Chris Stamp and many other artists, Elton John, it's an endless group of wonderful, talented people who I have learned from. And from there changing and morphing into these Afrofuturistic sort of strange night birds known as labelle, and costuming ourselves to look like what we thought people would wear in the future. I don't know what they're going to wear in the future, but it's what we thought, and an amazing designer worked with us and created these things. We really embraced being full-grown women of color, full-grown women who could have a voice, who could represent a certain segment of people, and that we had this freedom to express ourselves on stage in a way that had not been before, and therefore changed how every female artist post-labelle has been able to have that freedom on stage, to Beyonce, to En Vogue, to many artists. So that brought me here, post-labelle. Finding my own way, finding my own voice was the next journey that I went on. And through that, I found technology to be my friend, something I enjoy immensely. I sleep with my things. I do. I'm just, if you go to my bedroom now, you'll see, like, you know, Quest headsets, things on the bed, I know. Because I'm constantly in it. And it's something that if I'm, you know, in the middle of the night, and I'm usually up in the middle of the night, I have an idea or something that I want to explore, I need to have tools. I can do it with just a guitar, just a piano, just you know, an instrument. But there's also this other sounds, other things that I can make by using some of the other frequencies in the world that I'm listening to or hearing or excited about or interested in. So for you, I think it's amazing that you have this life ahead of you to explore and to be curious and to challenge and to shape yourselves as you're moving through the world, all right? Whatever you know today is not enough for tomorrow. And some of the things that keep me grounded is that life is not what it seems, nor is it otherwise. And I also believe that all of us are smarter than any of us. So therefore, that's the collaboration and the unity. And just to close out, I wanted to be able to sing my closer. Sometimes the winds of change blows your way. You can choose to run or stay and face the thing. Only time will show why the wind will blow your way. I've loved you through the years, and I've cried, but not your tears of blood and separation from the ones you loved and your nation. That's a song I wrote for, oh God, my brain just went, I am old, sorry. But it's called, it's called The Winds of Change. And that's what you are being blown by, the winds of change. And I hope you have fair weather wherever you go.
Nona, thank you. What a gift. Thank you so much. We are now moving into the presentation portion of our ceremony. And to get us started, I'd like to invite Lori Loeb, Director of Digital Arts and Research Professor, and James Mahoney, Senior Lecturer, to the podium.
That was extraordinary. Thank you so much. We also, in digital art, sleep with our tools on our bed, if we have time to sleep, that is. So digital arts, it's really wonderful to be a part of this. We're relatively new to the Arts Awards. This is our second year, and it's wonderful to be part of it. So thank you for including us. Digital arts, by its nature, is extremely interdisciplinary. From visual arts, music, design, technology, computation, and many, many other fields all come together at that intersection where students are both creating art and creating tools to make art. And so it's a really exciting area, and it's wonderful to award these awards to some of our graduating seniors. There's a lot of heart in the digital arts program, and so it was really hard to choose just 6 people to give awards to, because we love all the students so much. But Jim and I are really excited to give these awards. So, you want to start?
Sure. So for the awards for Outstanding Achievement in 2D Design, we have Amelia Stark. Geez, we would have brought it to you if we knew you had a bad knee.
Thank you. Oh, Emmy, stay
Oh,
on.
yeah, we'll just stay.
Take your picture.
Yeah. And also for Outstanding Achievement in 2D Design is Asya Algar.
Okay, and for Outstanding Achievement in 3D, 3D Digital Art and Design, one of the awards goes to Jaden. Yeah. I thought we weren't doing last name. Oh, and the other one goes to Mimo.
I don't think she's going to be here.
Yeah, oh, she's not here.
I think she's
Okay.
not here today.
She's not here. Okay. Do you want to do these?
You go ahead.
All right. And then for Outstanding Achievement in Interactive Digital Art, Chennai.
All right. Also, for Outstanding Achievement in Interactive Design, Felipe Pavanelli. I think that's it.
Can we take a picture? Can we take a picture?
All right. Yeah, sure.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jimmy Horton with the Department of Theater. Would all the students who are receiving Department of Theater awards, which includes the recipients of our Pillar Awards, please join me on the stage? There's quite a few of you guys. A reminder to our audience that because of the number of students, we're going to try to hold our applause, counterintuitive as it may be, until all the students have received their awards. And as I call your names, would you please come forward to receive your award? First of all, the David Burney Award for Excellence in the Theater Arts. This goes to Hannah Brooks, 26, and Sierra Mullen, 26. Hannah. Thank you. Congrats. Next up, we have the George W. Schoenhut Service Award. Deaja George, 27, who is unfortunately unable to be with us today, and Edith Stevenson, 27, and J.R. Tibbetts, 28. Thank you. Thank you, J.R. Congrats. The Benjamin and Edna Ehrlich Prize in the Dramatic Arts go to Alicia Inacio Oliveira, 26, who will join the celebration later today, and Ford Springer, 26. Congratulations. Thank you. Next is the Warner Bentley and Henry B. Williams Fellowship, which this year goes to Ife Liu. The Rodney W. Alexander Theater Fellowship, which this year goes to Alexander Adele Campbell, 26, Dominique Quinones, 28, Polly Horvath, 26, and Rhett Williams, 26. Congratulations, all of you. Next up is the Susan Debevoise Wright Award, which this year goes to Luke Gerdeman, 27, and Tristan Gerard, 27. Tristan, there. Yes, it's you. Yeah. Good, congrats. Next up, we have the Stanley Wallace Technical Theater Award. Stanley, we salute you. We celebrate your life, your artistry, and your decades of commitment to the theater arts at Dartmouth College. This year's winner of the Stanley Wallace Technical Theater Award is Ife Liu. The Robert H. Nutt 49 Award goes this year to Eloise Margaret Langen, 27, Lauren Mills, 27, and Luke Gerdeman, 27. Congrats. Congratulations, Luke. And finally, the Department of Theater Pillar Awards. This award was established by the Department of Theater in 2018 to recognize and celebrate the energy, creativity, and dedication of other students who have made significant contributions to the department throughout the year. Pillars that support and elevate theater at Dartmouth. As I call your name, would you each take one step forward? Alexandra Aguilar, 26. C.J. Tebben, 26. Danielle Pringle, 25, who is unable to be, but we celebrate. Grace Cazal, 26. Izzy Carlton, 28, also unable to be with us today. Jack Glass, 28. Lila Bozek, 27. Mary Grace Altizer, 26. Morgan Cable, 29. Nate Lopez, 29. And Walker Rivard, 29. Thank you, the 2026 Department of Theater Award winners. All of you, please take a bow. Bravo. And now we get a picture. 2 lines going? Where's the photographer? Oh, right in the center. Yeah. How we doing? We tight enough? Thumbs up. Good. Thank you. Thank you all. Congratulations. Now, please welcome Professor Paul Young of Film and Media Studies, who will present the next group of awards.
Thank you, Jamie. It's quite a pile of awards, so we've got a lot of work to do. I'm happy to do this on behalf of Professor Ripika Rizam, who is not able to be with us today, but I am a poor substitute, so I'll try to go as quickly as I can. First award is the Maurice Rapp 35 Award for Outstanding Achievement in Film and Media Studies. And as I call you up, please come up and stay. This award goes to Kabir Biotra. The James Joseph Kaplan Filmmaker of the Award. This award goes to, was established in February of 2010 to honor and continue the legacy and extraordinary spirit of student and friend Jay Kaplan, class of 2002. And this award goes to Hadley Miller. Whenever I have the good fortune to stand up and present these awards, I always have the same nightmare. I pronounce everyone's names correctly, but I mess up the names of all of the awards. So let's hope that doesn't happen this time. So let's see. The John P. Wolfenden Award in Film and Media Studies goes to Maya Hall. And there are also 2 more of them, so. The next of these Wolfenden prizes goes to Rowan Marty. So much fun to see all my film theory students walking down this aisle. And finally, the last of the Wolfendens is Eleonora Alloway. Okay, the box is not getting any smaller, so let's see. Now we're into filmmaking awards, filmmaking and screenwriting. The Alexander Lang Award for the Best Original Screenplay by a Dartmouth undergraduate was established in 1978 by screenwriter-novelist Stephen Geller, 62, in honor of his friend and mentor, Professor Alexander Lang. So the Alexander Lang First Place Feature Award goes to Colby Suter, another film theory student. Second place in the feature award, the Lang Award, goes to Chelsea Paradiso. Chelsea's not here. So the third place in the Lang Award goes to Sean Hughes. Okay, let's see. For feature film, the Alexander Lang Award for Best Feature goes to Plum Genuine by Colby Suter. Oh, wait a minute. Did I say that already? I guess I did say that already. My apologies. See, I told you there's a lot of awards up here. And the last I knew, they were in the right order. So let me see here. Honorable mention goes to Desert Bloom by Caroline Lemke. And the first place in the Pilots Award, television pilots, goes to Eloise Langen. And Sophie. Sophie Cohen. Thank you very much. Okay. The second place for pilot goes to secondary questioning by Victoria Tan. The Alexander Lang Award third place for a television pilot goes to Ariana Young. Okay, now we are honorary mentions for pilot. This one goes to C.J. Tebben. Congratulations, C.J. And the second honorary mention for pilot goes to Trudy Silver. Okay, finally down to the end, but by no least the most important. First place for the short, the Alexander Lang Award, goes to, again, Victoria King. Second place short, this is why I said again, it's because the second place for short also goes to Victoria King. Just getting a little ahead of myself. And finally, the third place for short for the Lang Award goes to Juliana Wong. And the honorary mention or honorable mention for the Alexander Lang Award for the short goes to Juliet Findlin. And I believe it's time for a photo, and we may need to get into two lines as well. We're not as good at this as the theater students. There's probably a reason for that. We just don't do as much blocking in our profession. Is this good?
Okay, hi everyone. I'm Will, chair of the music department. May I ask all of the students receiving music awards to come to the stage, please? Thanks. Okay, our first award is the Eugene Reutman 1943 Memorial Award, awarded to students who show outstanding dedication to music and seek to pursue music composition or performance after their graduation. The first recipient is Annie Mills, 26. The second recipient is Francisco Garcia. Is Francisco here? No? Okay. Next is Andy Lee, also not here. Our next prize is the MacDonald Smith Prize, recognizing outstanding achievement in performance. Our first recipient is Daniel Liu, 26. There you go. Also, recipient of the MacDonald Smith, Ava Rosenbaum, not here. And Greta Richardson, 26. Finally, actually, no, not finally. We have next our Eric Kunzel Class of 1957 Award. These awards support off or on-campus research or performance opportunities. Our first recipient is Beatrice Sears, 26. Our next recipient is Greta Richardson. Annika Larson, not here. Gabriel Wilkinson, also not here. Kari Basvar, is Kari here? Also not here. Chloe Benino, 26. And Brendan Hoffman Carr. Is Brendan here? Nope. Lastly, Christian Robert Smith. And lastly, our Gerald Tracy Memorial Scholarship Prize for Piano. The first place winner is Caleb Sharkey, 29. And the second place winner is Jason Zhang. Cool. And now we'll take a photo. And next, it's my pleasure to introduce Professor and Chair of Studio Art, Tricia Tracy.
Thanks, Will. Could all the Studio Art Award winners please come forward? That's a lot. Our first award goes to two graduating seniors, and it is our POD Award. And this award is pretty fantastic because it has these two students making new work and coming back in July to have a real exhibition in the Jaffe Friede right outside. And those two students are Angelis and Vera. Our next award is these are out of order. The David Dance Award, which is for 4 different students, I believe, who get to work with the Hood Museum and pick a print. It's one of my favorite awards. And the winners for that are Lily. Oh my God, I'm all out of order. Hold on. Sewan, Alden, and Ife. No, sorry. These are really out of order. I apologize. Somebody's playing a joke on me. Well, I will move on to the Robert Reed Prize, which we have 2 students doing the Robert Reed, and Ife is one. And Evan. Is Evan here? Oh!
The next award is the Wolfington Fine Arts Prize Award, and we have, this one has 4. So Hannah's first. Arima. Izzy. And Sabina. The last awards are not seniors, but they're really great awards. One of them is the Melissa Brown Herlock Hobson Award, and it's given to a rising junior, so sophomore, who shows extreme talent. And this year, it's going to Ashra. And our last one is our Curatorial Fellowship Award from the class of 1960. And we have 2 student curators who will be curating 3 shows next year in the Nuremberg Gallery, which is open to all students, even outside art. I encourage you to keep posted. And those 2 students are Valia and Gabrielle. Thank you. Next up is awards for creative writing. Vivi Francis, did I get it right? Did I say it right, Vivi?
Hello. Wonderful being able to present the following awards, Creative Writing Awards. They're going to cover the genres of poetry, prose, creative nonfiction, and journalism. Okay. Oh, and fiction. I always tease the fiction writers a little bit because I'm a poet. Okay. Oh, my words. The winners of the Sidney Cox Memorial Prize, Mary Frances Ruskell and Lauren Zhu. Would you come up, please? Oh, they're not here. Okay. Honorable mentions, Jackie Wright, Jiho Lee, and Phoebe Kim. Oh, okay. The Academy of American Poets Prize for Poetry, Saturn Guho. Oh, I guess I'll have to take all of these home myself, which I'm happy to do. Okay. The Jacobson Lang Award in Poetry goes to Giovanni Adelchi Calalilo. Uh-oh. I think as I was moving them back, I grabbed yours. I'm so happy to see you. Back from Italy. Okay.
Not my first language.
Oh, one moment. Let's see where it went. We are in order.
Maybe talk about? No, these are all.
No, one moment. You're here. I counted and looked at them myself. Well, I tell you what, why don't you wait right there until I see what happened to it. Okay. Honorable mention for the Jacobson Lang Award in Poetry is Lauren Mills. I got you. Okay. The Mecklin Prize goes to Shreya Vikram. Cassidy Exner, also a winner of the Mecklin Prize. Congratulations. Honorable mentions for the Mecklin Prize, Jiho Lee and Gowri Mehra. The Grimes Prize goes to Brindy Lou Armstrong. The Lockwood Prize goes to Camila Sanchez. Oh, can't attend. The honorable mention also can't attend, and that's May Risconi. The William C. Spegman Award in Poetry goes to Eloise Margaret Langen. Yes. Honorable mentions for the William C. Spengman Award in Writing goes to Jackie Wright and Connor Federico Grom. Okay. The Erskine Caldwell Prize goes to Nicole Badanos. Honorable mentions are Lila Shin and Connor Perota. Oh, Parada. Okay. Three winners for the Ralston Prize: Sydney Grogine, Matthew Genser, and Finn McNanny. Now, I congratulate all of you. Not all of you are in my classes, but I wish I'd had all of you. It's wonderful. If you'll give me 1 second, I'm gonna see. There it is, near the top. Okay. Jacobson Lang Award in Poetry. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. Oh, did I? Oh, our photograph, yes. Who's taking the photographs? Ah, there we are, way back there. Hello. I'd like to bring up to the podium, please, Joshua Price Cole, 93, Managing Director and Executive Producer.
Would the Hopkins Center Ensemble Award winners come on down? The first award is the Charles S. Fleet 1953 Prize for a student in the Glee Club, and it goes to Iris Montesano. The Handel Society Chorus Award goes to Michaela Browning. For the Cully Concerto competition, the best overall performance went to Ava Rosenbaum. Let's see this here. The first place winner in the brass percussion division is Casey Dimmick. Second place, Tyler Reich. The first place winner in the string division is Tucker McSpadden, who I don't see. Second place, Oliver Burrell. In the woodwind division, the first place is Ethan Harganani. And the second place winner, Nolan Valliere. The Senior Symphonic Award for Outstanding Service and Musical Contributions to the Dartmouth College Wind Ensemble goes to Beatrice Sears. The Whiteley Band Spirit Award goes to John Reeling. And we'll take a picture. Thank you. Back to you, Mary Lou.
Thank you, Joshua. And can all of the recipients of awards from the Hopkins Center come to the stage? That's an exciting bunch. We start with our recognition of our arts integration grants. Arts integration supports these arts integration grants support arts-centric research, incubate interdisciplinary projects, and advance faculty-student mentorship. It's funded by the provost and administered by the Hopkins Center. The initiative is strongly influenced by our institutional priorities around innovation, and we also award these grants to faculty. But today we recognize grants for 4 students, and I'm going to go grab the stack of certificates before I do that. And I would also suggest that you look in your program, because the description of these projects are in the program, and they're all really, really interesting, but I won't take the time to read them right now. But Yun Kai, Simon Thomas, Jay Yim. Jay isn't with us. We'll get that to him. And Hai Zhang. Also not with us, but we'll get that to her. The next awards from the Hopkins Center are the Mark Leibowitz Awards. Mark Leibowitz, 1977 Memorial Prize in the Performing Arts for music goes to Annie Mills. In theater, Alessia Ignacio Oliveira. Is she here yet? Okay, she is. Next is the Christina Porter Award, and we are always so grateful to have with us Brent Porter, Christina's dad. Brent, would you stand for us? Thank you. This award is given Thank you, Brent. This award is given in honor of Christina Porter, class of '06. And the prize goes to Vivian Wang, who is actually abroad on study abroad. So we'll get that to her, and Brent, get that invitation to you. Next is the class of '61's Arts Initiative Fund, and we are very grateful. I mentioned earlier that alumni and over generations are supporters of many of these awards, and we're very grateful to have Maynard Wheeler from class of '61 here to represent the class. And that award those awards go to Grace Caldwell and Cyrus Keeley. Now we move on to the Robert Dance 77 Arts Initiative Fund and award. And first on the list is Carrie Bafshar. He's also not with us, or she's also not with us today. Next up is also on the dance award is Luke Crotty. Luke? Ivy Fu, are you with us? Okay. Sean Hughes, Colby Sauter, and Isabel McLean, all 28s. Mine are mixed up too here. And also in partnership with Ivy Fu, Shakeb Arsalan. I'm going back a line because I missed Shakeb, but I think, here he is. I'm glad I'm forgiven. Also in the Robert Dance Awards Initiative, Carlo Guerini Maraldi. And Devin Nassau. Finally, Devin Nassau. Are you here? No? Okay. Great. Next up is the Lazarus Family Musical Award, and that award went to Nathaniel Lopez, class of '29, and Edith Stevenson, 27. Devin Polk, the Devin Polk Award for the Devin Polk Fund for Arts Awards goes to a list of 6 recipients. Seth Amafa, class of '25, not with us. Devin Amin, 27. Lucky Drucker. Natasha Jacobs. Congratulations, Natasha. Nathaniel Lopez. I'll catch you this time. Evan Marianne Lucis. And the last of this group of awards is the Warner Bentley Henry Williams Fellowship. Kabir Mahar. Alessi. And Alex Campbell. Okay. I think we're ready for a photo. Couple of lines. And so the next is the Hyman Rosenthal Awards. And these are truly very special awards that are to recognize the creative, outstanding performance in the creative arts. And I'm going to ask Barbara Will to join me on stage to actually give out the awards. Thank you, Barbara. Let's see. Can I have all the, oh, they're here. There's a reason why you guys are getting an award. Okay. So the Marcus Hyman Rosenthal Awards in theater, Hannah Brooks. Film and Media Studies, Jesse Caledonia. In music, Daniel Liu. Studio art, Hannah Beichel. Ensemble dance ensemble, Cara Lewis. Instrumental ensemble, we have two winners, Greta Richardson and Annie Mills. Vocal ensembles, Ashley Hedrick, and I know Ashley isn't with us, but give her a round of applause. And student workshops, Sam Paisley. And the Arts Administration Award also has two recipients, Shakib Arsalan and Kushal Jayakumar. So let's take a picture, and then we'll stay on stage for one more award. Barbara? Endowed by the late Louis Sudler, the Sudler Prize is awarded to a student each year that's left a mark on Dartmouth through creative or performing arts. The Sudler Prize is the only prize that isn't pre-announced. And the qualities of the Sudler Prize winner is tenacity and limitless imagination, magical interdisciplinary work, and a commitment to really changing things in the world through the arts. With the agreement of Samuel Rosenthal, the Sudler Prize is awarded to a Marcus Hyman Rosenthal, a winner. And so one of the recipients of the Hyman Rosenthal Prize is awarded the Sudler Prize, and this year that prize goes to Annie Mills. Thank you. I think that was a really moving and wonderful Arts Awards ceremony. I want to thank all of the recipients. I want to thank all of the presenters. And I very much want to thank Nona Hendryx for her remarkable comments and keynote. You've been an inspiration all year long for so many of us, Nona. It's really wonderful to have you give that capstone reflection. We now have an opportunity to congratulate the award winners personally at the reception out at top of the Hop. Thank you, Barbara Wolf, for coming with us and being with us on the journey. Thank you to Lauren Kang, who is the organizer of this wonderful event. And as always, I like to end the year by thanking our production team and the house staff, as well as the Hopkins Center team, who just works tirelessly to put these events on. So proud to be with you all. Thank you for coming.